I do want to say on behalf of the League of Women Voters and all the other members of the Illinois Fair Map Amendment Coalition, particularly the reform groups in Illinois, all of whom support this effort, we are so grateful to Senator Radogno and Representative Cross for stepping up and introducing our amendment legislatively. When we decided last fall, and when I say we, I mean the reform community in Illinois, to undertake a citizen initiative, we knew it would be a daunting task. And it's daunting for two reasons. It's not just the gathering of 280,000 signatures from properly registered voters signed on the petition sheet for their jurisdiction. The other daunting part of this was to create a new system of redistricting that would be fair and that would work well for the people of Illinois. We wanted to be sure that what we brought to the people of Illinois would really serve their best interests. So we spent months, and when I say we, I mean the reform groups, talking to really everyone in Illinois who would talk to us about this, who had any knowledge and experience in redistricting, as well as legal experts like Justin Levitt from the Brennan Center for Justice at New York University, Virginia Martinez from MALDEF, who's been litigating voting rights issues in Illinois remaps since the 1981 redistricting. And we went to every hearing of the Senate Redistricting Committee. We listened to all of the testimony. We started our proposal with the suggestion of the what is informally known as the Collins Commission, Governor Quinn's Reform Commission headed by Patrick Collins, which initially was based on the Iowa Plan. And the Iowa Plan is often referenced in Illinois. And a big question we got initially from the editorial boards was, why aren't you just doing the Iowa Plan? Well, our answer is that we have a much larger, more populous, and more diverse state than Iowa does. So we doubled the size of the commission, and we mandated diversity in appointments to the commission. We also will put into the Illinois Constitution language that protects minority voting rights, which is not done in Iowa and not a big issue in Iowa. And also, and I say this with a smile, because when I get to this part at the editorial board meetings, the people at these editorial boards start to laugh out loud. What happens in Iowa is their commission is only advisory, and the political culture, as we know in Iowa, is much different from the political culture here. So in Iowa, the commission sends a map to the legislature. Each house has their own map. They vote it up or down. If they reject it, the commission sends another map. Again, the legislature can't change it. They can only accept or reject. If they reject two, then the commission sends a third map, which the legislature gets to amend in any way they want. And it's at this point that the ed board members start laughing and saying, oh, yeah, we see why that wouldn't work in Illinois, where with our history of redistricting, our legislature would just run out the clock. So under our plan, if either house of the legislature rejects two maps sent by the commission, then the commission by majority vote simply gets to choose a map that then takes effect. I do want to point out that our proposal denests, or permits, I should be very specific, permits the denesting of House districts from Senate districts. One of the reasons that we thought this was really important was that denesting the House districts from the Senate districts, coupled with our first criteria for map drawing, which is protecting minority voting rights, and a criteria further down the list, which is to respect geographic and municipal boundaries whenever possible, is to create more minority House districts. Particularly, there are several smaller-sized cities around the state that have increased their Hispanic population since the last decade, and this would increase those districts in the House. I could, of course, go on and on and on about everything that's in the proposal. I know you all have that information, and I'll be glad to answer any questions. I do want to, again, specify we have a really broad coalition of groups working on this, and we also get comments about the strange bedfellows. What can I tell you? From our perspective, the League of Women Voters, it's our 90th birthday, actually. This month is our 90th birthday. Our mission for almost 100 years has been to register and educate voters about the important issues of the day. So we felt it was our responsibility to tell the people of Illinois what we thought was a better way to do redistricting. We've invited anyone who wants to be involved in this to join us. We would love to see the legislature pass this so we don't really have to go out and get 280,000 valid signatures. We've also asked every member of the legislature to sign on to support our amendment legislatively. I'd like to now introduce Terry Pope from the Illinois Farm Bureau, one of our major partners. Terry?